továbbállsz egy házzal, máshogy adod elő.
Tessék, akkor ismételd meg a mondatot.
Azt mondtam, hogy a Pistivel azt gondoltuk,
If you're watching this, then I'm probably dead. There's a mosquito in my room. It's found me, but I can't find it.
This is vlog number 5, I think. Yeah, so, anyway, not much has happened, like, really noteworthy or mentionable since I last vlogged. I mean, I've kind of gotten into the rhythm of things here, and, I'm less bored. There are things to do now, so that's good. But, I was thinking, instead of doing a lot of, like, talking about stories and stuff, I would kind of talk about some things I've noticed about Hungarian culture, and these might be misconceptions from my, like, American brain, but, I just figured I'd talk about them, and, you know. Okay, one thing, there is sexism here, like, more than in the States, and I haven't experienced any real negative sexism yet, but there's, like, this kind of nice sexism, where guys always hold the door open for you, always buy you stuff, and, refuse to let you pay for it, and it's just sort of a thing. Like, I haven't had to buy anything here with my own money yet, like, at all, which is kind of great, but unfortunately, the door opening thing it's really annoying, honestly, just because in the States, no one does that, and everyone just files through the door as you go, and, it's hard because, you know, a lot of times, I don't know where I'm going. I'm following Krzysztof, you know? So he's like, oh, you go through the door first, and I'm like, great. So I go through the door, and then I just stand there and wait for him to go in front of me again, because I don't know where we're going. So it gets really annoying after a while. People interrupt each other all the time. Honestly, I'll try to put my word in, and they're like, no. It's like, I mean, it's not, and they're not, like, against you or whatever. They just, something pops into their heads, and they say it just outright. And, well, it's kind of nice. It's hard to get a word in edgewise. And, another thing I've noticed is that, you know, like, I do this a lot. I don't know if it's just me, or it might be the United States, but, you know, when someone's done telling a story, there's like, oh, that's hilarious, and then there's, like, that silence. Like, the person listening to the story needs to respond in some way so as to not make it awkward. In Hungary, you don't respond. You know, I've told lots of stories, and they just sit there in silence. You know, it's like, it's not that they didn't listen to you or anything, it's just like, oh, okay, cool, that's a good story, and that you know, at first I was like, oh, and now I'm sort of starting to stop doing that, because they don't do it, and it's like, whatever. Another thing I've noticed, or maybe I'm just misreading this, but there don't seem to be awkward silences aren't a thing here. Like, there's a ton of silence in conversations, but it seems to be normal. You know, like, in the States, if you're at a dinner party and someone just stops, there's no more talking. You automatically, like, are like, oh my god, I need to think of something to say. Oh crap, and then you're looking at everyone else like, please someone say something, because this is awkward. Does this mean we're not friends? And that doesn't happen here. Everyone's just like, whatever. And then they say something that's, you know, actually interesting, instead of like, interesting weather out today. You know, I mean, I can't understand Hungarian, but the way that people respond to what someone says, there's no small talk here. I've noticed, like, people ask questions, but small talk, there's not, you know, it's great. I hate small talk. It's just really, really boring, and, I don't know, it's more awkward. And so it's like, if you don't have anything worthwhile to say, don't say it, you know? Which is really cool. It's like, don't waste your breath. On Sunday, I went into Budapest with no one's told me his name yet, I feel bad, but my host mom, Gabi's ex-husband, and I just call him Appa because that's the Hungarian word for dad, but because they haven't told me what his name is, or I just missed it. Yeah, but anyway, so I went into Budapest with Appa and my host brother Krzysztof to get Krzysztof clothes for his year in Denmark, I assume. I'm not really sure. And neither of them speak very good English, so I was just along for the ride. And then we went up to they showed me Buda Castle, which was great, and Krzysztof and I walked around the St. István's basilica, which was really, really pretty. And then they took me go-karting, which was really, really, really fun. And I was kind of nervous. I told them I didn't know how to drive, so any embarrassing mistakes that I made, I could fall back on that. And they're like, oh, you will learn to drive here. And it was really fun. I really, really enjoyed it. And, you know, I'm not a very good driver. I only have my permit back in the States. Yeah, but, you know, it was super, super, super fun. I want to go again. Yesterday, Gabi took me to the Budapest Zoo, which was really, really fun. Saw some animals and stuff, and, yeah, that was cool. And, it was funny, they had, like, you know, North American harbor seals at the zoo, which I thought was really funny because we have tons of them in Maine. They're just, like, everywhere. And I was like, oh my god, they have seals here. And, I told Gabi, I was like, you know, these guys, they, like, come swim around me when I'm sailing and stuff sometimes. And she's like, oh, she thought that was really cool. And then, a couple days ago, Gabi and I rented bicycles. And we bicycled down along the Duna, or the Danube. And, I noticed as we were biking that, Visegrad, or you might have heard it as, Visegrad, which used to be the imperial seat of the Habsburgs and, like, the royal, you know, the capital, and it's just apparently a gorgeous city. It's only 17 kilometers away, so technically I could bike there if I wanted to, which is pretty damn cool. You can just, like, bike anywhere. It's great. I don't know. I'm excited. I really want to get a bike, like, my own bike, because, you know, renting bikes was fun, but I want my own bike. And, we didn't have to wear helmets. You know, in the United States, everyone just sues each other, all the time. And here it was like, you know, you don't need a helmet. What are you talking about? There's not as much of that whole, like, liability insurance crap as there is in the States, which is really nice. So it was kind of freeing. And so then Gabi and I stopped at this little snack stand, and we basically just pointed at things and called out their names. And she wrote them down in English, and I wrote them down in Hungarian. Hungarian is incredibly weird. You know, like Spanish and stuff, you can memorize the vocab easily because it kind of sounds similar, you know? Not Hungarian. No, there's no similarity. So you can't use any kind of memory techniques. I mean, I guess you could. In some rare instances you can. No, but it's pure memorization. And it's just really difficult. School starts for me next Monday. Went to my school quickly, met my principal. Apparently my homeroom teacher, they do things differently here. The teachers move around from room to room, not the students. So, like, I guess basically my main teacher, she is an English teacher. So that's good. I'll be able to figure out what the hell is going on. But everything's going to be taught in Hungarian besides that, but I might also get to learn German, you know, because they have really good language courses here, or French. Not sure which one I want to do yet. Might go with German. I don't know, because that would help more in this part of the world. No, my school looks cool. I'm excited to meet some people my age, because the problem is with Jordan gone. He was 16, he was my age. I can't meet, you know, I'm not able to meet any of his friends. And same with Christoph. Like, he's 18 though, so he's a bit older than me, but, like, you know, I haven't been able to have anyone introduce me to anybody around here. And, I don't know, it's kind of, I'm not lonely at all. Like, I know I'm gonna make friends. I'm I don't know. I'm gonna have to work for it. And I'm a pretty reserved person. It's not that I'm antisocial, I just, you know, it takes me a while to make really good friends. I guess I'm not a very trusting person, and yeah, so I'm worried about that. I'm gonna have to try and be really way more outgoing and really try and make the effort to make friends, because I don't know. Like, I'm honestly, I am content with just seeing people in school and not doing anything with them after school. But if I'm gonna, you know, spend a year here and really get to learn the country and the culture, and just have a good time, I'm gonna need to be able to do something after school. Things are really good. I've started living here. You know, I'm starting to get to know my way around the city, and we live right in the old city, so it's really pretty, and yeah, I'm just, like, I walked home by myself today from one side of the town to the other, and I just felt really free. I really like it here. I really, really like it, and I know I'm gonna have my ups and downs, and there are gonna be days when I wish I could be home, but for right now, it's really good. It's really, really good.